Hi guys. What I've been working on the past week or two has been converting a gas engine to run on compressed air or steam to eventually make a generator that would run on steam that is heated by wood, so effectively making a generator that runs on wood. But to start, I am making a prototype with a small two-stroke engine that I harvested from an old leaf blower that we had sitting around. So basically what I'm doing is timing the air bursts going in where the spark plug would normally be. So instead of an explosion in the engine, I gave it a large burst of air. And how I'm doing this right now is I have an air gun and a wooden lobe here, and the lobe, when it comes down, the lobe comes down when the cylinder is at top dead center, and it pushes the gun on, and when the cylinder goes all the way down, it shuts off the air. So it's really mimicking the way an explosion would be in the engine. So it took me a couple times to figure out the right size for this lobe, because you have to have the right sustain, and how the sustain is how long the burst would be, and how hard the burst needs to be with how hard I need to push down the gun. And my first one, I wasn't quite sure where the gun was going to be situated, so it was off a little bit. But on my second time, I got it, I think, just about right, where it doesn't burst too long, but you get quite a bit of power out of it. And to get it to start, all you have to do is just to turn it over and give it the first burst of air, and then it obviously continues to run from there. As that was running, I was pulling the hose back with my hand, and I have a small groove in the wood here, so it actually pulls up the air gun, and it gives it a little bit more sustain, which makes it rev faster. So it's, in a way, almost like a throttling technique, and it speeds up the engine because of the longer sustain and harsher air burst from lifting up the air gun, and the lobe pushes on the air gun harder, which gives it a longer and harder burst. So that's all I have for today. Eventually I will have it connected to an alternator as just kind of a trial run of seeing how much power I can get out of a small engine like this, how much power I can generate. And eventually I'll have it running on something that would be alternating current, but we had an alternator kind of lying around, so we're going to start with that and see what I can do next.